On the news tonight, Abuja National Stadium named after Moshood Abiola as Nigeria commemorates First Democracy Day. Ogun State government to build a museum in honor of late MKO Abiola. On sports, Super Falcons beat South Africa in second group match at ongoing FIFA World Cup in France. Hello and thanks for joining us on the Channel 12 News. I am Abisola Pedro Adeyemi. Now the news. President Muhammadu Buhari says despite the huge resistance being encountered from some vested interests, Nigerians have embraced change and therefore the nation's transition to next level is a task that must be done. President Buhari, at the Democracy Day celebration described as unshaken, is optimism about Nigeria's future. Adamu Sambo now reports.
It is 20 years of unbroken democracy in Nigeria, and therefore for that long in the political history of the country, people have been reaping its dividends, taking ownership of government, enjoying their attendant freedom, and most importantly, taking pride in the nation's recognition as a force to reckon with globally. Dozens of heads of state and government from Africa and beyond converged in solidarity as President Muhammadu Buhari gives what appears to be the State of the Nation address. He said none but the most partisan will dispute the fact that in the last 4 years, his administration has made solid progress in addressing Nigeria's fundamental challenges of security, economy, and corruption.
Over the next 4 years, we are committed and proposals.
The principal thrust of his administration, he said, is to consolidate on the achievements recorded so far, correct the lapses inevitable in all human endeavors, and tackle the new challenges facing the country.
Throughout my adult life, I have been a public servant. I have no other career but public service. I can therefore do no more than dedicate the rest of my life to work for the unity of Nigeria and the upliftment of Nigerians. We are revived by this new mandate to work collaboratively to rebuild and reposition our country as a heartbeat and reference point for our continent. With leadership and sense of purpose, we can lift 100 million Nigerians out of poverty in 10 years. We can do it.
Already, he said, a database of poor, vulnerable households and the unemployed is being built for proper planning in the war against poverty and joblessness. The president, who noted the disturbing increase in rates of kidnapping, banditry, and other criminal activities, blamed the situation on decades of neglect and corruption.
This government will not tolerate actions by any individual or groups of individuals who seek to corruptly enrich themselves at the expense of the rest of us. We will crack down on those who incite ordinary, innocent people to violence and unrest. We will ensure that such the arm of the law.
Nation building, President Buhari said, takes time, but Nigerians must take solace in the fact that everything required to make the country prosperous is available.
I invite you to join me in this journey of rebuilding our nation. Our focus will not be to help the privileged few, but to ensure that Nigeria works for Nigerians of all persuasions.
In the meantime, in addition to his approval of June 12 as National Democracy Day, the president made further proposal as part of the process of healing and reconciliation, saying correcting injustice is a prerequisite for peace and unity.
Today, I propose the renaming of the Abuja National Stadium henceforth. It will be called Moshood Abiokuta National Stadium.
This is the first time the 12th of June is celebrated as Democracy Day in Nigeria, and therefore the previous damage done in the annulment of presidential election of 1993 is partially atoned. And as some will say, President Muhammadu Buhari, who made it possible, has become the greatest living hero of the June 12 struggle. In Abuja, Adamu.
Nigerians have praised President Muhammadu Buhari for renaming the national stadium after Chief MKO Abiola. Adebola Bracelet Sunday was at the Eagle Square where the president made the proclamation.
Kashimawo Lawale Abiola is known as one of Nigerians who loved sports. He was involved in the development of football, especially at the grassroots level, and even had a football team, Abiola Babes. They called him the pillar of sports in Africa.
In Africa, the tendency is to give glory to the man who put the ball into the net.
It was during the Democracy Day speech of President Buhari that it took most of his listeners aback in the immortalization of the late Democrats, MKO Abiola.
Where I sat were like, what? He virtually knows and understands all the people he has met in his life, up to a point that he took interest in even their social activity, like games and reading and things like that. And you can see what has finally come out, knowing Abiola as one of the greatest pillars of sports, not in Nigeria, but in Africa and the world. He decided to do that to him.
I really am happy for Abiola's family.
Sport is a living thing. So no matter what, definitely his name will always be mentioned. The youth need to take advantage of that name so that tomorrow they can be better than Abiola and then make Nigeria great.
My hope has been restored that Nigeria is going to say farewell to poverty under this leader who has situated his administration in the spirit of June 12.
June 12 is now Nigeria's Democracy Day. Adebola Brooklyn Sunday, Nta News.
Still on Democracy Day, in commemoration of the June 12 Democracy Day, the Ogun State government visited the ancestral home of the late winner of the June 12 presidential elections. Correspondent Lukman Adefeso reports that the Deputy Governor, Naimot Salako Oyedele, who led the state delegation, joined the special prayers for the late philanthropist.
This is Democracy Day celebration, now a national day, was exceptional in Ogun State, being the first since the federal government gave full recognition to June 12. The colorful ceremony to commemorate the day was held at MKO Abiola Stadium, one of the monuments named after the late philanthropist, where solidarity messages by pro-democracy groups and activists, as well as tribute to late Mashood Kashimawo Abiola, were held. The march passed by schools, trade unions, political groups, sportsmen and women, and voluntary organizations added color to the ceremony. The Deputy Governor of Ogun State, Naimot Salako Oyedele, who represented the governor, urged political actors not to deviate from the purpose and sacrifice of June 12 so as not to allow the labor of the past heroes be in vain. He assured the state that the present administration will do everything possible to enhance the living standard of the people and ensure that what late MKO Abiola stood for is achieved. One of the sons of late MKO Abiola, Mumin Abiola, and other civil rights activists called on government to do more by making true federalism realistic.
But I believe that what the president has done is he's going to rekindle the spirit of Nigerian people.
The family of late Basharun MKO Abiola and pro-democracy groups will forever be grateful to President Muhammadu Buhari's administration for the posthumous honor done the Abiola family. Correspondent Anthony Gardiner takes a look at the significance of the new Democracy Day in Nigeria.
The polls in the Third Republic of its democratic dispensation to elect a president. June 12, 1993 precisely was the date, and the two major political parties then were the Social Democratic Party, SDP, and National Republican Convention, NRC, with MK Abiola and Bashir Tofa as candidates respectively. Nigerians, irrespective of tribe, religion, and political background, voted overwhelmingly for MK Abiola and his running mate, Babagano Kingibe, in the 1993 election, believed to be the freest, credible, and widely accepted election. The election was annulled by General Ibrahim Babangida, the then head of state. The annulment gave rise to widespread of condemnation, which led to years of consistent agitations for a democratic government that finally materialized on May 29, 1999. Along the line, the winner of the election, late Chief MKO Abiola, who refused to accept any other offer, aside the mandate given to him by the electorate, paid the supreme price. Some freedom fighters who fought for actualization of June 12 during the military era described the day as significant in the history of Nigeria's democracy.
So basically, any country that will progress, any country that will develop, any country that will nurture her citizens to greatness will have to embrace democracy. So there is no way out.
June 12 is what gave us as Yorubas the presidency in 1999. To compensate Yorubas for what happened to late Chief MKO Abiola.
The truth is very constant, and it has come out at last, that there was a sacrificial lamb for the democracy of what we are enjoying today. And it's no other person than Moshood, Kashimawo, Olawale, Abiola, the man of history. And the rest is history, of course, today. Because on June 12, 1993, everybody went out to vote.
Although some states in the southwest honored the day, and MKO Abiola by naming some monuments after him, such as June 12 Cultural Center, Kuto, MKO Abiola Stadium, Kuto, and June 12 Market Nta Abeokuta, the day could not receive national recognition until the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari.
And Nigerians fought for it until now. The fight is still on until Muhammadu Buhari is now capping it up with the recognition of June 12 as our Democracy Day.
Now that June 12 has become a national day, political analysts are of the view that this will further put into the world map Nigeria's political history.
Still on Democracy Day, in commemoration of the June 12 Democracy Day, the Ogun State government visited the ancestral home of the late winner of the June 12 presidential elections. Correspondent Lukman Adefeso reports that the Deputy Governor Naimot Salako Oyedele, who led the state delegation, joined the special prayers for the late philanthropist.
The Okeido Bagura ancestral home of late MKO Abiola, the acclaimed winner of June 12 presidential elections, against played host to eminent Egba sons and daughters as the Abiola family held special prayers in honor of their patriarch. Regarded as a symbol of democracy in Nigeria, the Deputy Governor of Ogun State, Noimot Salako Edele, who led the state delegation to the family home, assured them of government's intention to build a museum in honor of Chief MKO Abiola in order to immortalize his name and legacies.
We politicians must take the message that the late Chief MK Abiola gave, which is a message of one Nigeria, one people. He came out, campaigned, and he was well received all over the country. And we must also make sure that we practice good governance, and good governance, is the number one in everything that this government is about. And we have also pledged to be just, equitable, and fair, so that the people of this state will know that they have a government in place, a government for each person. Each person knows that this government is looking after them. And
members of the Abiola family expressed appreciation to the new administration in the state for the gesture, and indeed President Muhammadu Buhari for the recognition given MKO Abiola and the entire family nationally. Special prayers were offered for the repose of the soul of the departed as the cleric enjoined government at all levels to step up the fight against poverty.
I'm being joined live by frontline politician in Ogun State, Chief Femi Majekodunmi. Good to have you in the studio, sir.
Thank you.
June 12 is now officially National Democracy Day. Would you agree with Mr. President that it's better late than never?
Absolutely. I agree with our president. It is absolutely late or never. Historically, restoration of Nta Abiokuta presidential mandate given to him in the freest and fairest election in our political history. The pains are still on. This is the first time the president will take the bull by the horn, will do what the people want, and go ahead to reduce the pains by this very action of not only giving honor, he has as well renamed Abuja Stadium with his name. Posterity will be extremely thankful to President.
Sir, Nta Abiokuta had earlier been given a posthumous award by the same federal government, the highest honor in the land, which is GCFR. Just this afternoon, the president named the Abuja National Stadium after him again. What does this recognition tell you, sir?
Well, it tells us that not just me, it tells the whole country that it's high time something is done to reduce the pains, as I said earlier. Nta Abeokuta deserves more than he's been given. One wonders why the past presidents since that time have not done so. So it's a great achievement on the part of our dear president. And more so when you consider the whole country, not just Yorubas or just the Southwest
Nigeria. Sir, are there lessons to be learned from this development, especially by the political class?
Oh yes, there's a lot of lessons to be learned. Democracy, basically, is government of the people, by the people. It's not a thing that one can decide to scuttle. Be you a president, be you a powerful politician. That's the lesson. Things just have to be done the proper way. Democracy has got its own tenets, its own do's and don'ts. It has got its own guidelines and so on. For somebody to just cut to an election that has been declared as one of the freest in this country, so it's really unfortunate. And as I said, the pains are still on. We thank General Buhari for what he has done. And people believe he should do more. That is, find a way in the true legislative order to get Abiola declared posthumously president of this country, so that his name and his picture can be in the Hall of Fame in the villa and elsewhere.
I must say thank you for taking out your time to be with us in the studio. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Meanwhile, the Nta Abeokuta Stadium, Abeokuta, venue of the Democracy Day celebration, was characterized by a number of activities to spice up the day. Akim Jimo captured the side attractions at the stadium.
And glamour characterized the Nta Abeokuta International Stadium, venue of the 2019 Democracy Day. School children from private and public schools, trade unions, non-professional and professional associations, as well as members of the National Youth Service Corps in Ogun State, displayed their artistic skills in March past, even as the Deputy Governor of Ogun State, Noimot Oyedele Salako, took the salute.
Inshallah, I am going to build a world first-class library that will be richly equipped with relevant textbook that can withstand the test of modern time.
There was no dull moment throughout the period the event lasted, as a number of side attractions spiced up the day, thrilling the audience. Some people describe June 12 as a unique national day which Nigerians will continue to remember centuries to come.
Not to be afraid to fight for what is right, and this will encourage us to be more to practice democracy more.
June 12 stands for provision of dividends of democracy to the citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. June 12 stands for justice. June 12 stands for peace. June 12 stands for freedom.
Meanwhile, security was tight throughout the period the event lasted. Business-minded people utilized the opportunity of the large crowd to make brisk business by displaying their wares, thus using one stone to kill two birds.
Dignitaries across the globe attended a gala night organized as part of events commemorating the maiden edition of June 12 Democracy Day. Correspondent Jide Unifade now reports.
This is a moment that provides Nigerians the opportunity to congratulate one another on the successes recorded in the democratic process in the last 20 years. The journey indeed has been without challenges. And now it's time to celebrate. On the 6th of June 2018, the Buhari administration recognized and acknowledged the beginning of democratic process that commenced in 1993 when the fourth presidential elections were held since the 1983 military coup. Though the result was annulled, the person on which this centered, late Moshood Kashimawo Abiola, was posthumously rewarded.
We celebrate the struggles and sacrifices which many of us here vividly recall and remember those who started the struggle but are no longer here to witness this day. It is a celebration of freedom and salute to the resilience and determination of Nigerians. A recommitment of this administration promise to lead Nigeria and Nigerians to the next level, a level where peace, justice, and prosperity will prevail.
And now the bid for a sustainable democracy goes on, and even the military join in the bid. For the Vice President, though tribe and faith may differ, in brotherhood we stand.
Our diversity in tribe and tongue and faith is taken advantage of to create division and hate, usually to advance personal political ends. This we must always stoutly resist. The Nigerian people of every tribe and every tongue and every faith believe in themselves as a people and want to live together.
That this celebration has witnessed several activities involving the youth of our country, our women and mothers, as well as our school children.
You're watching Channel 12 News live on Nta Abeokuta. There'll be more news after this time out. Do stay tuned.
We have achieved a good number of our set objectives. Overall, we are on track.
Welcome back and thanks for staying tuned. Now, business news. The Central Bank of Nigeria is to commence sales of treasury bill worth 809.4 billion naira. Comfort Amodu has more on business news.
Within the third quarter of 2019, CBN says it will issue treasury bills worth 8 billion naira on 91 days tenor, 154.04 billion naira on 182 days, and 574.71 billion naira on 364 days. The Apex Bank intends to sell 147.25 billion naira worth of TBS, comprising 8 billion naira worth of 91 days bills and 139.25 billion naira worth of 364 bills in the month of June, while 195.91 billion naira worth of TBS, comprising of 15.9 billion worth of 91 days bills, 46.6 billion naira worth of 182 days bills, and 133.46 billion naira worth of 364 days bills will be sold in July. Similarly, in August, 446.2 billion worth of TBS with 36.77 billion worth of 91 days bills, 107.43 billion worth of 182 bills, and 302 billion naira worth of 384 bills will be sold in the month of August. The Treasury Bills issue program is expected to end on the 29th of August this year. In another development, total liberalization of power sector has been identified as key to stimulating inflow of $30 billion investment in the power sector. The Executive Vice Chairman Alpha African Advisory Mustafa Chika Obi, who stated this, explained that if power business is made profitable and tariff on electricity removed and power companies are permitted to sell to anyone, the nation is sure to generate $30 billion worth of power sector investment within 3 years with stable power supply. And this is the close on figures of trades on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange.
Now, entertainment news. Nollywood actress Ruth Kadiri has advised upcoming female artists to nurture good relationship before chasing stardom. For details and more on entertainment news, let's join Pasira Akireti.
And filmmaker Ruth Kadri has shared some for celebrities on her recent Instagram post. Kadri directed a statement to upcoming actresses who are looking forward to settle down at some point that is placed to nurture a healthy relationship before entering stardom and to stop fighting over men. She said, and I quote, "Being a celebrity is not easy and comes with its own problems. For that down to try to nurture a relationship before finding spotlight." Kadri also hammered that women who fight over men are wasting their time and will eventually need help to keep up the fight. Meanwhile, popular Nigerian singer Davido is known by many to show unreserved support for his friends and families, especially those that pursue political ambitions. The much-loved singer recently shared a post on microblogging platform Twitter, where he congratulated the new Speaker of Oyo State House of Assembly, Honorable Oguntoyin Adebo Edward, who happens to be his friend and colleague. Davido recounted how they used to work together to manage sensational rapper Dremo about 3 years ago. Still on entertainment news, controversial Nollywood teen actress Regina Daniels is once again in the news, and this time around, it has nothing to do with her more talked about marriage to billionaire husband Ned Nwoko. Daniels has been appointed as the young ambassador of the Super Eagles Supporters Club in consideration of her motivational endeavors and passion shown over the years. The appointment comes ahead of the commencement of the 2019 edition of the African Cup of Nations AFCON tournament, which is scheduled to hold in Egypt. Explaining what the role entails, Okumawa pointed out that the supporters club hold the important role of mobilizing and providing strong support for Super Eagles, Super Falcons, the Super Eaglet, the Golden Eaglet, and other national teams. Reacting to the appointment, Ned Nwoku expressed on his official Instagram page that he is proud of his wife. Meanwhile, it was previously gathered that the actress shared some photos with her husband's children, and she appeared to be bonding perfectly with them. A lot of Nigerians, however, received the photos with mixed reactions, and that's on NTA Entertainment News. I am Basiro Akinreti.
Now sports updates. Super Falcons recorded a morale-boosted 2-0 victory against South Korea in their second World Cup group match in France. For details, let's join Basira Akinreti.
Sports update. Super Falcons made a quick start to proceeding in Grenoble after just 9 minutes with Francisca Oredega in swinging crossing, picking out Desiree Okpanoize, but her elder was far. In the 29th minute, a pass from Kim Don-yeon inadvertently turned home a long ball from Ngozi Okobi as she scored the first goal. Barcelona forward Aziza Toshuala handed the Super Falcons the deserved cushion in the 75th minute. Passionate Nigerians jubilate on successful outing of the Super Falcons and commended their efforts.
This second match is quite different from the first match in the sense that we've advanced technically, and I think our coach has done a lot in trying to motivate the players.
Chiamaka Ndodeze has become the youngest ever goalkeeper to keep the clean slate in the Women's World Cup game, aged 18 years and 186 days following a clean sheet against the South Koreans.
And that's our bit for now. Thanks so much for watching. Goodbye.
Pápá ìṣeré tó ga jùlọ nílùú Àbújá gba orúkọ sí orúkọ Moshood Abiola bí orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ti ń sàmì àyájọ́ ìjọba àwarawa. Ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn yóò kọ́ ilé ìkó ohun ìṣẹ̀ǹbáyé sí lórúkọ olóògbé olóyè Káṣímáwo Abiola. Olúwakẹ́mi Ọ̀rúnṣolú Síkírù ní orúkọ tèmi. Ìròyìn náà rèé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. Ìjọba àpapọ̀ ti yí orúkọ pápá ìṣeré Eagle Square nílùú Àbújá padà sí orúkọ ẹni tó jáwé olúborí nínú ètò ìdìbò aláṣẹ tó wáyé ní ọjọ́ 12 oṣù kẹfà ọdún 1993, ìyẹn olóògbé olóyè Moshood Káṣímáwo Abiola. Aláṣẹ Muhammadu Buhari sọ èyí di mímọ̀ níbi ètò tó ṣíṣọ lójú sísàmì ayẹyẹ ìjọba àwarawa ní gbogbo ọjọ́ 12 oṣù kẹfà ọdún tó wáyé nílùú Àbújá. Aláṣẹ Muhammadu Buhari fìdí ẹ̀ múlẹ̀ pé ìjọba rẹ̀ ń gbé ìgbésẹ̀ láti kojú àwọn ìpèníjà tó ń kojú orílẹ̀-èdè yìí bí ìṣẹ́ ohun òṣì yóò ṣe di ohun ìgbàgbé tí ètò ọ̀gbìn àti ìdàgbàsókè okòwò aládàáni yóò fi gbèrú sí i. Ó rọ àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí láti gbárùkù ti ìjọba kí àwọn ìran wọ̀nyí lè wá sí ìmúṣẹ. Àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní gbé òṣùbà káre fún aláṣẹ Muhammadu Buhari bí ó ti yí orúkọ pápá ìṣeré Àbújá padà sí orúkọ MKO Abiola. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Adébọ́lá Brucelin Sunday jábọ̀ ìròyìn pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn tó wà níbẹ̀ ló gbóríyìn fún aláṣẹ Buhari bí wọ́n ti ń sọ pé aláṣẹ mú ìrètí ọjọ́ pípẹ́ wá sí ìmúṣẹ ni. Àwọn mìíràn tún wí pé èyí yóò jẹ́ kóríyá fún gbogbo ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí tó fẹ́ jà fitafita fún ìlọsíwájú orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Bí àwọn ìpínlẹ̀ gbogbo lórílẹ̀-èdè yìí ti darapọ̀ mọ́ ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn láti ṣe ayẹyẹ àyájọ́ June 12 tí ìjọba àpapọ̀ ti sọ di àyájọ́ ìsàmì ìjọba àwarawa. Ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn ti ṣèlérí láti ṣe ìjọba rere láti rí i pé ìṣẹ́ àti òṣì di ohun ìgbàgbé nípínlẹ̀ Ògùn. Eléyìí tí ó ń tọ́ka wípé ó jẹ́ pàtàkì ohun tí olóògbé Moshood Kashimawo Abiola gbìyànjú láti rí i pé ó di ohun ìgbàgbé láwùjọ. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Lukman Adéfẹ̀sọ̀ jábọ̀ ìròyìn pé ètò náà dùn ó sì lárinrin. Ó sọ síwájú pé ètò yìí ni ó jẹ́ àrà ọ̀tọ̀ àwọn ọmọ olóògbé, àwọn ajàfún ẹ̀tọ́ ọmọ ènìyàn, àwọn ọmọ ìlú pátá ni wọ́n pèsè sí pápá ìṣeré MKO Abiola ní Kútọ̀ nílùú Abẹ́òkúta. Igbákejì gómìnà Naimot Oyèdélé Sàlàkọ́ rọ àwọn ọmọ ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn láti mọ rírì àǹfààní yìí fún ìdàgbàsókè ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn àti orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà lápapọ̀. Bí ètò ayẹyẹ ìjọba àwarawa June 12 ti wáyé lónìí, ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn ti ṣe àbẹ̀wò sí agboolé olóògbé Moshood Kashimawo Abiola nílùú Abẹ́òkúta láti bu ọlá fún ẹni tí gbogbo ènìyàn gbàgbọ́ pé ó jáwé olúborí nínú ètò ìdìbò aláṣẹ ti ọdún 1993. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Lukman Adéfẹ̀sọ̀ jábọ̀ ìròyìn pé igbákejì gómìnà Naimot Sàlàkọ́ Oyèdélé ló léwájú ikọ̀ náà tí wọ́n sì darapọ̀ mọ́ ètò àdúrà pàtàkì fún olóògbé ọ̀hún. Ẹ gbọ́ ohun tí ó mú bọ̀ síwájú sí.
Ẹsẹ̀ kò gbèrò ní agboolé Òkè Ìdó ní Gbàgùrá nílùú Abẹ́òkúta tí ṣe lé mọ̀lẹ́bí olóògbé Moshood Kashimawo Ọláwálé Abíọ́lá, ẹni tí àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí gbàgbọ́ wípé òun ló jáwé olúborí ìbò tí wọ́n dì ní ọjọ́ 12 oṣù kẹfà ọdún 1993. Ọ̀gọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ikọ̀ ìjọba ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn ló wà níbi àkànṣe àdúrà ìrántí tí àwọn ọmọ àti mọ̀lẹ́bí olóògbé náà gbé kalẹ̀. Igbákejì gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ yìí Alhaja Naimot Sàlàkọ́ Oyèdélé ló léwájú àwọn ikọ̀ ẹ̀kan láti ìhà ìjọba tó sì ń fọwọ́ ìsọ̀yà fáwọn mọ̀lẹ́bí àtàwọn èèyàn ìpínlẹ̀ yìí wípé ìjọba yóò ṣètò ibùdó ìrántí lórúkọ olóyè MKO Abíọ́lá láti lè máa níran rẹ̀ títí láé fún ipa mánigbàgbé tó ti kó nínú ìdàgbàsókè orílẹ̀-èdè yìí. Àwọn mọ̀lẹ́bí Abíọ́lá fi ìmoore hàn sí ìṣàkóso tuntun ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn àti pàápàá aláṣẹ Muhammadu Buhari fún iyì àti ẹ̀yẹ tí wọ́n bù fún ẹni wọn tó ti lọ. Àwọn òjíṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run tó wà níbẹ̀ gba àkànṣe àdúrà, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n sì rawọ́ ẹ̀bẹ̀ sí ìjọba lẹ́lẹ́kajẹ̀ka wípé kí wọ́n fòpin sí ìṣẹ́ tòun òṣì tó ń bá àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí fínra. Fúnmiláyọ̀ Pátọ́lá ló ń jábọ̀ ìròyìn fún iléeṣẹ́ NTA.
Ẹbí olóògbé Moshood Kashimawo Ọláwálé Abíọ́lá àti àwọn ajàfẹ́tọ̀ọ́ gbogbo lórílẹ̀-èdè yìí yóò máa dúpẹ́ ayérayé lọ́wọ́ ìjọba aláṣẹ Muhammadu Buhari fún ìmọrírì àti ọlá tó bù fún gbajúgbajà olókòwò àti olóṣèlú ní MKO Abíọ́lá nígbà ayé rẹ̀. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Anthony Gandunu ṣe àgbéyẹ̀wò pàtàkì àyájọ́ ọ̀hún sí ètò ìjọba àwarawa lórílẹ̀-èdè yìí. Ẹ gbọ́ ohun tí ó mú bọ̀ síwájú sí látẹnu Fúnmiláyọ̀ Pátọ́lá.
Òní ọjọ́ 12 oṣù kẹfà yìí gan gẹ́rẹ́gẹ́ làwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà túyáyá jáde láti di ìbò yan aláṣẹ fún ìjọba àwarawa. Ní ọjọ́ 12 oṣù kẹfà ọdún 1993 yìí làwọn ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú méjì tó dúró gírí nígbà náà, ìyẹn Social Democratic Party SDP àti National Republican Convention NRC, tí MKO Abíọ́lá àti Bashir tó fà jáde gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ oyè fún ipò aláṣẹ fún nígbà náà. Àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí láì fi ẹ̀yà, ẹ̀sìn àti ipò ìṣèlú kó wá wọn ṣe ló jáde láti di òbítíbitì ìbò fún MKO Abíọ́lá àtẹnìkejì rẹ̀ Baba Gana Kingibe. Ìbò náà ni wọ́n gbà lásìkò ọ̀hún wípé ó pegedé jùlọ nínú ìtàn ìṣèlú ilẹ̀ wa Nàìjíríà. Ṣùgbọ́n ká tó ṣẹ́jú pẹ́ ní ìjọba ìgbà náà bá lóun wọ́gi lé èsì ìdìbò ọ̀hún, eléyìí tó sì ti ń fa ìpòró gan láti ìgbà náà tí àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí sì ń béèrè fún àyájọ́ ètò ìjọba àwarawa kó tó di wípé ẹ̀yìn rẹ̀yìn ni ìjọba bá kéde ọjọ́ 29 oṣù karùn-ún ọdún 1999 fún àyájọ́ ètò ìjọba àwarawa. Àgbárègbábọ̀ eré àníyàn tí wọ́n ń bá bọ̀ ní ìgbà náà tí olóyè MKO Abíọ́lá fi kọ̀ jálẹ̀ tó nílá tó sì kọ gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tí wọ́n ń fi lọ̀ láti fi rọ́pò èsì ìbò tí wọ́n wọ́gi lé. Ẹ̀yìn ọ̀rẹ̀yìn la bá gbọ́ pé bàbá jásẹ̀. Láti ìgbà náà làwọn ajàfẹ́tọ̀ọ́ bá gbòde kan tí wọ́n sì ń lọ gbọmọgbọmọ wípé kí ìjọba kéde ọjọ́ 12 oṣù kẹfà gẹ́gẹ́ bí àyájọ́ ètò ìjọba àwarawa orílẹ̀-èdè yìí. Àwọn tó fojú winá ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí nígbà náà lọ́hùn ní kò rọgbọ rárá, pàápàá láti bá ológun ta kàngbọ̀n. Bó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ pé àwọn ìpínlẹ̀ kan lápá gúúsù ìwọ̀ oòrùn orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ka ọjọ́ náà sí, tí wọ́n sì bu ọlá fún MKO Abiola nípa sísọ àwọn ohun ìlú kan ní orúkọ rẹ̀, ṣùgbọ́n kò sí ìjọba àpapọ̀ tó gba ọjọ́ náà wọlé títí di àkókò yìí tí aláṣẹ Muhammadu Buhari kéde wípé láti àkókò yìí lọ ọjọ́ 12 oṣù kẹfà ọdọọdún la máa níran àyájọ́ ètò ìjọba àwarawa lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà tí ọjọ́ 29 oṣù karùn-ún tíyẹn sì ti di ohun ìgbàgbé láti àkókò yìí lọ. Ní báyìí tí ọjọ́ 12 oṣù kẹfà ti di ohun, àwọn tó ń tọpa ìṣèlú orílẹ̀-èdè yìí sọ wípé ìgbésẹ̀ yìí tún ti mú ilẹ̀ wa Nàìjíríà gòkè àgbà nínú ìtàn ìṣèlú láwùjọ àwọn orílẹ̀-èdè. Fúnmiláyọ̀ Pátọ́lá ló ń jábọ̀ ròyìn fún iléeṣẹ́ NTA.
Bí ayẹyẹ ètò ìjọba àwarawa ti June 12 ti wáyé lónìí ní pápá ìṣeré Moshood Abiola tó wà ní Kútọ̀ nílùú Abẹ́òkúta, ètò lónìrànràn ló wáyé láti mú ètò náà lárinrin. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Akeem Jimoh tó wà níbẹ̀ jábọ̀ ìròyìn wípé ohun mèremère ló jẹyọ níbi ètò náà. Ó jábọ̀ ìròyìn síwájú sí wípé onírànràn àwọn ọmọ ilé ẹ̀kọ́ ti ìjọba àti ti aládàáni, àwọn àgùnbánirọ̀, ẹgbẹ́jẹgbẹ́, àwọn akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ àti àwọn oníṣẹ́ ọwọ́ ni wọ́n péjú sí pápá ìṣeré náà bí wọ́n ti ń fi oríṣiríṣi àrà yangàn nínú ètò yíyan bí ológun tí igbákejì gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn Naimot Oyèdélé Sàlàkọ́ ti ń gba ìbẹ́rí wọn pẹ̀lú. Ó tẹpẹlẹ mọ́ pé ètò náà lárinrin láti ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ dé òpin ni bí àwọn èèyàn nínú ètò àṣà ti ń dá wọn lára yá níbẹ̀. Ó jábọ̀ ìròyìn pé àwọn ọlọ́jà pàápàá lo àkókò náà láti fi okò kan pa ìyẹ́ méjì. Ètò ààbò níbẹ̀ pàápàá sì múná dóko pẹ̀lú. Aláṣẹ Muhammadu Buhari pẹ̀lú àwọn lókọlókọ káàkiri lágbàáyé ló parapọ̀ pésẹ̀ síbi àṣálẹ́ àpèjẹ tó wáyé lára ètò tó ń sàmì ayẹyẹ àyájọ́ ìjọba àwarawa June 12. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Jídé Onífádé jábọ̀ ìròyìn pé aláṣẹ mọrírì akitiyan olóògbé MKO Abiola. Ó pè fún ìṣọ̀kan àti ìlọsíwájú àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí. Ní tirẹ̀, igbákejì aláṣẹ Yẹmí Ọ̀ṣínbàjò rọ àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí láti ní ìfarajìn àti ìfẹ́ méjì fún orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà láti dé ilẹ̀ ìlérí. Olórí ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin àgbà orílẹ̀-èdè yìí Ahmed Lawan ti ké sí àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí láti má sọ ìrètí nù lórí ètò ọrọ̀ ajé, ètò ààbò àti ètò òṣèlú lórílẹ̀-èdè yìí yálà kí wọ́n dúró ṣinṣin nínú rẹ̀. Nínú ọ̀rọ̀ ìkíni rẹ̀ tó ń sàmì ayẹyẹ June 12 tí a fi ìròyìn sóde rẹ̀ Sọjí Ìkọ̀tún fi síta, aṣòfin àgbà Ahmed Lawan rọ àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí láti ní ìgbàgbọ́ nínú ètò ìṣèjọba aláṣẹ Muhammadu Buhari wípé ìpèníjà gbogbo yóò gbé orílẹ̀-èdè yìí dé ibi gíga ni. Ó ṣàlàyé síwájú pé ayẹyẹ tòní jẹ́ àrà ọ̀tọ̀ bí orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ti kàn sí agbamiṣẹ́ láti ṣe ìjọba rere tí yóò kárí ilé kárí oko pẹ̀lú. Olórí ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin tún ṣe ìlérí pé gbogbo ẹ̀ka ìjọba tuntun ni ó ní ìpinnu láti mú ìlérí ìpolongo wá sí ìmúṣẹ. Ó sì tún fìdí ẹ̀ múlẹ̀ pé ẹ̀ka ìjọba mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta yóò ṣiṣẹ́ pọ̀ láti mú ìran orílẹ̀-èdè yìí dé ibi gíga. Tó ìròyìn wa fún ti àkókò yìí kò ní jù báyìí lọ. Ẹ pàdé wa fákọ̀tún rẹ̀ láṣálẹ́ ọ̀la láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ó dàárọ̀.
Abuja sí àìhùn dájí ìdáhó àyítẹ́ ìtàn ẹ̀mí sẹ̀dọ̀ yìí kò sọ odò yìí kọ Moshood Abiola tán látò dé fìyè to hwenunde ye basi hiya doguna a hodu midele ton si azan titan ogun imate hodu ko len na to gba onu atodode to fide ye na do yin ko Martin to MKO Abiola tonati afobol hugbe yan si Super Falcons àìtẹ́ Nàìjíríà tán lẹ́wọ̀ ẹ̀mí sẹ̀rọ̀ yìí dó àgọ́ àwẹ̀ àtọ̀ yìí tán South Korea tán tó afọ bọ́ọ̀lù hího ètò yìí tó France mẹ́. Mẹ́kúdó gbèjà yìí ìsọkúdó àsán ìgbé tán ní kílóńsán tẹlifíṣàn ọ̀ Nta Abeokuta tán mẹ́wàá tó méjì jẹ́ nínú mi tán wẹ̀ Anthony Gandonu. Àìtẹ́ gán Muhammadu Buhari dọ̀ nugbó wẹ̀ gbẹ̀tọ́dẹ̀lẹ̀ tó àpọ̀n ṣe pé àzán èmi tó ìwà kótó òkú èmi tó yìnrán pò nàdómọ̀dọ̀ àìtẹ́ Nàìjíríà tán gọ̀lẹ́ dó tẹ̀ àdódómẹ̀ ṣìgbà yìí máa Nàìjíríà àìtẹ́ ìfilẹ̀ máa kún ẹni gba yìí kẹ́ àlọ́ bo yí lẹ́dí ọ̀dàgbé yìí jẹ̀rọ̀ náà ní pílà àìtẹ́ Nàìjíríà tán ẹ̀ ẹnẹ òtù afọ̀zízé mi tán lẹ́bí wẹ̀ námọ̀dọ̀ ẹ̀mí náà bá sí nàdómọ̀dọ̀ àgà yìí pílà àìtẹ́ Nàìjíríà tán bọ̀ ẹ̀sọ́ iná tó jẹ́ òtẹ̀ he bọ́dé gòmẹ̀ ehilẹ̀ wẹ̀ mí sẹ̀dọ̀ eyín ònú ẹ̀ àìtẹ́ gá Muhammadu Buhari dọ̀ tògùnì tó tòhódọ̀ tó àyà jíjẹ àhọ́dù mídélẹ̀ tán sí àzán títàn èyí bá sí tó àìtẹ́ ìmẹ̀ tó edóhìá dọ̀ lílẹ̀ ẹ̀mí tán nàdómọ̀dọ̀ ẹ̀mí zé Nàìjíríà sọ yìí ó tẹ̀ dàgbé mẹ̀ tó násọ ìjà dàgbé wẹ̀yìn ònú hè násọmọ àgà ìdógọ̀ lèyí tọ́ mi tún Àdàmú Sambo yìí gígọ́ lọ́tàn wa gbọdọ̀ tó ti tó lọ́tò tó fìdé yìí bá sí ti tó àhọ́dù mídélẹ̀ tán sí àzán àkà títàn tán tó wà àìtẹ́ ìmẹ̀ tó wẹ̀ àìtẹ́ gá Muhammadu Buhari èdèkùn náà Nàìjíríà àìtẹ́ ìfilẹ̀ náà dọ̀ gbígbó yìí tán kótó àgbàsá yídó tán èyí tó bìbà sí kótó àìtẹ́ ìmẹ̀ ẹ̀ ti tó èmi tó bìbà sílẹ̀ ẹ̀dọ̀ nùgbó ẹ̀ ẹ̀ máa ń dọ̀ ẹjúrẹ́ ní ẹ̀sùn náà ní tó bá sí ònú ìbá èmi tẹ́lẹ̀ ṣìgbà èmi tó bìbà sí náà àgàyè àìtẹ́ Nàìjíríà tán ẹ̀ dọ́dọ̀ wẹ̀ pọ́nù kan yìí nádọ́tì àwòfíẹ́sà nákẹ́ wà wẹ̀ ẹ̀dọ̀ àwòfíẹ́sà ẹ̀hìnlẹ̀ wọ́n ònú ẹ̀ Nàìjíríà àìtẹ́ ìfilẹ̀ tó bìmọ̀ tó bì fíye ẹni ó tún ẹ̀jẹ̀rọ̀ yìí ní yí àgbàsá tó yí dọ̀ tó má dẹ̀ sọ ìjà dàgbé nápàlà àìtẹ́ Nàìjíríà tán tó wẹ̀nu àìtẹ́ Nàìjíríà àìtẹ́ ìfilẹ̀ lọ̀sùn násọ̀mọ̀ sísẹ́ àhọ́dù mídélẹ̀ tán dùn. Nàìjíríà àìtẹ́ ìfilẹ̀ wẹ̀ mí sẹ̀dọ̀ yìí kó sọ òsìndónù kan nàdómọ̀dọ̀ yìí tó gúlọ̀ zéyà gánà àìtẹ́ gá Muhammadu Buhari náà yìí kọ́ dàjí hun dàtẹ̀ dàhó àyítẹ́ ìtàn ètò Àbújá he evọ́lẹ̀ bodò yìí kọ́ agbàwùgán MKO Abiola tọ̀nàtò dìfìyè lèyí tọ̀mítàn Adébọ́lá Bruce Lee Sunday yìí gígọ́n lọ́tàn wá gbọdọ̀ tó fídẹ̀ yìí bá sí ti tó lọ́tẹ̀ ètò Eagle Square tó Àbújá fínẹ̀wẹ̀ àyítẹ́ gá Muhammadu Buhari látẹ̀ dọ̀ àìhún dàjí lọ tó dìfìyè yìí kọ́ MKO Abiola tán wọ̀ èyí nánà yíró ẹ̀dọ̀ ẹ̀ mà náà yín dàhó kpótó yìí kọ̀ dé náà yín dá ìpò àìtẹ́ gá Muhammadu Buhari ẹ̀dọ̀ ń dó hẹ́nu MKO Abiola tán lẹ̀ náà gúgú èyí gú méjì tọ́ yìí tán kpótó òfin yìí tán kpó dọ̀ gúgú èyí gú látò dìfìyè wọ́ ẹ̀sán bọ̀ àhọ́dù mídé sílẹ̀ tán dó tí tó àìtẹ́ Nàìjíríà tán mẹ́ tó dìfìyè tó gbẹ̀tọ́ ìdọ̀hó kpótó lèyí tọ́ mi tán lẹ̀ kó mẹ́ yìí gúlọ̀ yàgà náà àìtẹ́ gá Muhammadu Buhari náà fọ̀mọ́ nkọ́tàn zízé nàtọ́mọ̀dọ̀ yìí náà gígó Martin tọ́ MKO Abiola tó afọ̀zízẹ́ kpótó àwúwúlẹ́pọ̀ nàtọ́mọ̀dọ̀ yìí tó hí àgò náà June 12 kpódì àhọ́dù mídélẹ́sìn àsántàn tó wà ìtẹ́ ìmẹ̀ ogun ìmátìn họ́dù ẹ̀mí sẹ̀dọ̀ yìí kò sọ́wọ́ zìn lápọ́n sí zọ̀rìn sọ́yì hàn gbó Martin tọ́ MKO Abiola kí gbẹ̀tọ́lẹ̀ bí yí sẹ̀dọ̀ wọ́ ẹ̀ yí nu tatán tó vù bíbélà àìtẹ́ gàtàn ìwà yìí mẹ́tò June 12 òpè 1993 tọ̀mẹ̀ yìí tọ̀mítàn Lukman Adéfẹ̀sọ yìí gígọ́ lọ́tàn wa bodò àlọ́gọ́tọ̀ àyímátẹ́gán àyímátẹ́tàn náà ìmọ̀ sàlàkọ́ òyedele wẹ̀jẹ̀nù kan náà gbẹ̀tọ́ eyín kìrìsìnkìrìsì ètàn ògùn ìmátẹ́mẹ̀ fìrìlẹ̀ bodò wa tó fìdí yìí hò òdè àdódó náà hẹ́nu Martin tọ́ ìsọ́yìn ò mẹ́ẹ̀dọ́nba sí òjìrẹ́ mẹ́ẹ̀sọ́nàba sí ò àzán gàjí bó sọ́yìn àjọwà tọ́ àhìrì lọ́tò àyítẹ́ ìmẹ̀ tó hù nídó tó hódọ̀ mẹ̀sì náà ìmọ̀ sàlàkọ́ òyìdélé tó hó ìtàn mẹ́ iná àdọ̀ gbígbó hẹ́nu MKO Abiola tán lẹ̀ do ahodu ayimata eton na zindonu kan to nu wiwa eton lebi me na do modo kigo atudo sonyi do guna henu lo podo Martin to MK Abiola tan po yedo nugbo Martin to lo Martin to ti fi eko tron ayi ten ayi home ṣìgbà òun he basida yìí podo òun he sanda yìí po na ahodu mi de leton wo yin òun he gbetole to gbe tan do to ti fi ìwádọ̀ hódógọ́ tó fínẹ̀ bùdọ̀ òun àdódówé àhọ́dù àyímátẹ̀ ìtàn lọ́sùnà basi nà tó mọ̀dọ̀ àgàyè pla òun mọ̀ nkọ̀tàn. hẹ́nu Martin tó Basọ̀run MK Abiola tán kódó gbẹ́tọ̀ dèvò he sọ́yìn wọ̀nyí ná àhọ́dù mídélẹ̀ tán sí ògbẹ́ lẹ́bípo wọ ẹ̀mí sèdọ̀ tòwé lẹ́bínú yìí náà sì dónù kan nà tó náà tó dàgbé yíyan híà ná àyítẹ̀gá Muhammadu Buhari na ahodu etan na onu he basi podo yaya dodo he dogo na Martin tolopo to hunde ko basi Martin togodo ni ito mitan yi gigol lotun wa to hunde to pipon onu we yan dodo June 12 tan to wa iten edo azan yoyo he to di fi ebodo yi poli ahodu mi de leton si azan to iten podi onu ya iten ga Muhammadu Buhari basi wo eyin onu he ko basi na domodo yedo ye iguna Martin to MK Abiola na avun heho na domodo ahodu midele ton eje gbetole si alome bo aite Nigeria ton so zindonu kan to nu wiwa etan lebi mega o modo plowe to aihun tan MK Abiola ton itin to kuto Abeokuta me to fide yiba si ahodu midele ton sin azan si aya jijete mi se do gbetọ umele we ko yin me ko wa fi lo bo so abasi o nu umele bodo modo polowe me yin ajo wa tole lo sun so zan ojire lo bodo modo ajo wa eyaga yin to mi ton Hakeem Jimoh to lin adodo heme e pon de onu le yido to fi lo e do to hunu de gbetọ de le to bi basi onu hejedo yin ni basi mo we me yin ahi wa to me yin ahi jo wa tole lo sun ye ko to ahijo wa modo polo yi to akọ ehu ume do apo ye de tan le me ti to mo nkan tan lewe mi se do so wa yi me to binu gbeto ume le losun ye so wa bo aho mbo jihan bo so duwe bo ba yi nu ume to ehun danji MK Abiola tan lo to kuto Abeokuta fele to fide ogun Martin hodule ye ba si aya jije azan June 12 tan te podo ahodu mi de le tan sin asan po to finewe yi sobdo hote ganji na onu eyan to do asan lotan ko to de jedo na ni idofo se lo ma gan le to gbe idike mi ni pe to ma o si comment to so ja na lo devo ni to dagbe
Sorry,